The dust has settled on the nightstand where you used to lean, next to a coffee ring from a morning that felt so serene. I found it tucked away behind the things I couldn't throw, a piece of paper holding secrets that I'll never show. The ink is faded and the edges have begun to fray, like every promise that we made before you walked away. I haven't opened it in years, I'm terrified to read the ghost of everything I wanted and the man I couldn't be. It's just a letter in the drawer, heavy as a stone, a map to a kingdom where I'm standing all alone. I wrote your name in cursive, but I couldn't find the breath to tell you that I loved you until I loved you to death. Now it's breathing in the dark, locked behind the wood. The I'm sorries and the should have beens I never understood. Just a heartbeat on a page, frozen on the floor, left to wither in the silence of the letter in the drawer. I remember how my hand shook when I held the pen, thinking if I wrote it down you'd come back home again. I told the paper things I couldn't whisper to your face, how the house feels like a desert in the middle of our space. But I was scared of what you'd say, worse if you said nothing. So I chose the safety of the dark and gave up on the rushing. Now you're miles away with someone else under a different sky, and I'm still staring at the wood, too cowardly to try. Sometimes I reach for the handle just to feel the brass, watching the seasons change through the shadows on the glass. If I read it now, would it bring me peace or break my heart in two? Is it a letter for my healing or a letter meant for you? It's just a letter in the drawer, heavy as a stone, a map to a kingdom where I'm standing all alone. I wrote your name in cursive, but I couldn't find the breath to tell you that I loved you until I loved you to death. Now it's breathing in the dark, locked behind the wood. The I'm sorries and the should have beens I never understood. Just a heartbeat on a page, frozen on the floor, left to wither in the silence of the letter in the drawer. I'll leave the key inside the lock and let the shadows keep the clock. Maybe one day I'll be brave enough to open up the door, but for now it's just a letter in the drawer. In the drawer.